What's up, guys? Brian back from the PT channel here to talk about The Walking Dead and the top 5 victims to get Lucilled by Negan. Spoilers ahead if you haven't seen it, but you should have seen it by now. We gotta wait till October to find out, but these are just the top 5 people that make sense who have gotten picked. We'll talk about why not. Post your comments, which you agree, disagree, what you like, make it interactive. But basically, who would get Lucilled is what we want to know, but we gotta wait till October, which sucks. We got 5 of these 11 people are most likely to die. We'll narrow it down to 5 because it makes sense of these following 6. So this are women. We doubt AMC and The Walking Dead would kill a woman, let alone kill a woman so brutally. All the women should be safe in our theory. The other guy is Rick. Rick is The Walking Dead. So much story left for the star of the show. He can't die. He is the star. Can't kill the star for sure. Carl can't die either. So Negan and Carl, if they stick to the comics, should have a future together and storyline to go forward with that. So that leaves 5 men left. We will put them in order from least to greatest, the top 5 on there being picked. Number 5 is Aaron. Of the 5 remaining stars on the show, he has the least star power. We can't rule him out, but he's unlikely to die, I'm sure. What impact would killing Aaron really have on there? Nothing really. It's supposed to be a big impact death that sets the tone for season 7, and killing Aaron really wouldn't do anything for that. I guess we can't rule him out, but we'll see what become out in October. Number 4 is Eugene. He had a couple of big moments in the season, in the finale. People are starting to like him. As shown his story arc, he could die though. But basically, we aren't sure that he'll get picked. It makes more sense to keep him alive than rather than kill him. He is a smart guy. He gave the bullet plans to Rick, so what purpose does he serve? He could die for that reason too. He also had a big touching moment here with Abraham. So all those things, he could see that the story of them is complete. But going forward, I think he will live. He was supposed to ride into the sunset, darkness, but as he served his purpose on The Walking Dead, possibly. But we also doubt that Eugene would take it like a champ. His head would explode, or he would just cower over. Number 3 is Abraham. He could definitely get picked based on Negan taking out a strong character, set an example by killing him, and his comic book death got taken away. Negan's posture with the line, cut the boy's other eye out and feed it to his father, puts Aaron, Abraham, Daryl, and Glenn in the perfect position to where Negan may be standing. The only outlier would be Eugene based on that line there, so that is kind of a clue that we had to pick up on. Abraham could take it like a champ. His story arc is pretty complete, and his comic book death has already been taken, so wherever he's going to die is going to be different. So Negan either respected his tough posture here or wants to set a big red example of how it is, but we kind of think he will be alive. Number 2 is Daryl. He is a big target for the Saviors. He was in the van for the point of view from the van. You can't deny that, and he is in the correct side of the lineup with that line, cut the boy's other eye out. Daryl could die, but what would The Walking Dead be like after Daryl? After Daryl. If Daryl dies, we riot. So hopefully he won't die. I don't really think he will because all the fangirls and all the money he brings in, but he was in that van. Daryl and Glenn could have the van point of view, so that's a big target on them too. The van point of view has to make sense, and who will die? They show that. Daryl was the first out of the van and could have had the van point of view. He definitely could have. But it makes more sense for Glenn. Number 1, he makes the most sense. His position is prime for Negan. He tried to stop Negan from hurting Maggie. He dies in the comic, and his death sets up season 7 so well. So those big targets on there, it just more and more theories just show Glenn. We'd really be surprised by it. It makes so much sense for Glenn to have the perfect point of view for him. People think that the AMC is going to shock us and change it up and do something different here, but it just makes sense for that to happen. He was the last one out of the van, so that lines up with the van theory. His point of view with Negan is almost perfect. No RV if they kept it in. He slouches down low, and he could take it like a champ. View for well is there too if the RV thing in there with the woods, but I think it just has to be Glenn. We'll be very surprised if it's not Glenn. We think it just would make sense for that too, going forward with Maggie in the hilltop, and you can't let anything get in her way, and just got to move forward. Just want to kill the Saviors even more now. Sorry, Glenn, no dumpster to save you this time, which is pretty crazy, but I hate to say it, but I really think Glenn, it just makes more sense for him to die. They followed the lines from Negan. Why wouldn't they keep the victim? Why wouldn't they just keep that too? I think it sets it up. It's a major thing that happens. Dude, it just makes more sense, and the whole scene had a feeling of being in the comic book. But like we said, these are just our theories. Check out our other videos to see more in-depth theories on that. Who do you think it is? We won't find out till October to be certain. It has to be one of these 5, though. I think would be shocked if it wasn't them. Like, share, subscribe, and let us know, guys. Thank you for the support.